I won't really start getting into everything that's been going on until I give everyone a chance to come in. But I'm usually early because I don't like sitting here. Oh, look at how cute Harry Potter looks. That's what I've been doing for my birthday, is getting our little fall scene together, which of course you can't see all of, but it's really cute. I love decorating for Halloween and Samhain. So anyways, hello. How are you guys? I know it's been. Thank you. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. It's been a long time. I was looking. It's been 3 months, it says, since I've gone live. Hi, Brandon and Mike. Which is a really, really long time for me. Hi, Lori. And I keep telling my admins how weird it is. Like, I had all these plans to go live, and then like the longer it gets, the harder it is to go live again. It's not, I don't know, not like my self-confidence. Hi, Deb. A little bit my self-confidence, but more like you kind of forget. You remembered how to go live. I know, right? You kind of forget what it's like to go live, and then, you know, with everything going on in my life, it's been hard to like find a place to go live. And not that you need a perfectly set up place, but like I don't have any of my tripods because all of my stuff is still in Wisconsin. So I have all these boxes put on a stool outside here to try, like all this stuff that you have set up for yourself when you go live regularly. I don't have any of that. Thank you. Hi, Misty. Thank you all for your birthday wishes. That's very sweet, and I appreciate all of them. It's been a really nice birthday. I've just kind of relaxed and put together our little Halloween area here, which I love. And watch Yellowstone. I'm trying to catch up on Yellowstone. I'm late to the Yellowstone party. I started watching it with my mom when I was at her house, and she finished it without me. So I had to back up when I got home and get Peter involved in it. And so we've been watching Yellowstone, which is funny. I wasn't really interested in watching it before, but I think because we saw the mountains and stuff, like I really enjoyed looking at the scenery, which I loved when we were out there. It's so pretty. I love the mountains. I miss the mountains. Okay, what time is it? Partly cloudy. That doesn't help me. 5:53. Okay, I still have a long time before people are. Hi, Sue. Thank you. I think I'm gonna start talking about stuff anyways, because I don't know how long this is gonna go. It's been so long. So first of all, I will say I have missed you guys. It is very weird to have not been on for 3 months. That's the longest hiatus I've had in a long time from the channel. I went on a long hiatus in the very beginning of my channel, like before I ever went live at all. Maybe the first year I went on a hiatus for like 6 months, I think, and then came back. But this has been the longest, I think, since, I don't know, a long time. It's very weird not to have been on. And I can't tell you how many times I think about coming on and that something happens or I get involved in something else and it just hasn't happened. So I feel terrible that I haven't been on. I've missed you all a lot. I did not forget about you for sure. It's just, with everything that life has happened, I just haven't had the wherewithal and the know-how and the space so let me back up. Those of you who follow the channel on Facebook at all will know some of this anyways, and I'll do kind of a quickie version. The quickie version is, you all know the last year or so, a little less than a year, we were traveling around the country. We were on our way home in July, across the top of the United States. and our RV broke down in Wisconsin. And it was a nightmare, like a complete nightmare. Not just broke down, like it died. It has a hole in the engine. So the engine like blew up. There is no engine for the RV anymore. There is no let's fix the RV. There, it died. And so it took us almost a week. Hi, thank you for birthday wishes. Took us almost a week to figure out how to get home. We went through a lot of shit trying to get home. For some reason in Wisconsin, it's very, very hard. Hi, Leanne. It's very, very hard to rent a U-Haul one way. Like they don't give out their U-Hauls or their trucks or rental cars. Like we were just, after a while, we were like, okay, let's just get a rental car and come home. They don't rent them one way because apparently they don't have enough rental cars or U-Hauls and stuff, so they don't want them leaving the state and staying away. So we had a very, very difficult time trying to get home from Wisconsin. We finally ended up finding one rental van from Penske that allowed us to go one way. And then, I mean, we had all of us, me, my father, my husband, and our dog. So we could not get a U-Haul truck because it was in July. Don't forget, in July it was super hot everywhere. It was like 98 degrees, 100 degrees most places. So we could not get a rental truck that didn't have an opening to the front because they would have cooked in the back. But even if we wanted to, it was almost impossible to rent one way. So we ended up we rented a U-Haul, not a U-Haul, but a Penske van, it looks like an Amazon truck van. And they wanted to back out the day before. We had to wait 3 days for it. So we had to pay for a hotel room for an extra 3 days. They wanted to back out the day before. They called us to say, we're not sure we're going to have it because they're really in demand for Amazon drivers. And so we don't know if we'll even have the van for you. And I'm like, well, that really sucks. How can you not have the van for us? Because that's what we rented. So that was super difficult. And so I bitched them out enough that they ended up finally giving us the van, which was good. And so then we made it home. The problem was we owed money for the tow of our RV. They towed it to someplace to fix it before we knew that it was dead. And then we couldn't afford to do the tow and then get home. Like we had enough money to get us home, but once it broke down, we were really screwed. It just, all this shit happens at once, right? So we paid the guy what we could. He said he would hang on to it, which he still has it. But of course, they're not going to let us go in and clean out the RV when we owe them money. So it's still sitting with all of our stuff in it. Like we literally, I only have a couple, I have 2 pairs of pants and a couple shirts because that's all we had. Thank you all for my birthday wishes. I love you guys. I miss you. All of our stuff is still in Wisconsin, and we've been trying to make money since we got home. Yay! Hi, Annie. Thank you. To make it back to Wisconsin to get our stuff, and then we have to figure out what to do with the RV. Like try to sell it down there it would be great, for somebody who didn't have any place to live and wanted to just park it someplace and live in it because the generator works and the fridge works, everything works, but the engine. So we've just really I've been trying to sell some of my mother's stuff in the barn and stuff since we've been home. And it's been super stressful. But we're at the part where we're doing the sale. We did the sale last week and I made a little bit of money, but not enough. And this week is the second part of the sale and I'm hoping to make more so that we can get down to Wisconsin to get the rest of our stuff. Because it's, it really is like we packed that RV with everything that I cared about because we didn't know how long we were going to be gone. We knew it would be about a year probably. So everything I care about is in that RV. And so there's stuff that can't be replaced. Like my mother keeps saying, well, we'll just replace what we can. Well, there's stuff that can't be replaced. You know, like I have my grandmother's pot, my favorite pan, you know, cooking pot, is in there. And the drum that I made with my 2 hands. And Pookie made me a blanket and a sweater, and that they are in the RV. And there's a lot of stuff in there that is stuff that I didn't want to leave behind. That is the most important stuff to me. All of my most important stuff is in the RV. So it's not like I can just say, oh, it's just stuff. I mean, it is just stuff, and I don't know if we have to leave it, but gosh, I really, really don't want to do that. So that's been the goal up until now. In the meantime, we really don't have an actual place to live. Hi, Kim, thank you. We are living at, I don't know if you guys recognize this trailer is our old trailer before we moved in across the street. Mikey has taken his trailer to Massachusetts and isn't quite living in it, but it's getting there, I guess. It's getting close, so hopefully. In the meantime, we are living in one room in this trailer because my son and his girlfriend and their animals are living in it, and Ty, you know, my puppy does not get along with other animals. So we are living in the witch room on the outside here of our trailer, and have to text them when we have to go to the bathroom and stuff because their dog doesn't get along with people. So I don't even have access to running water in a bathroom unless I text them. Hi, I gotta pee. Can you put the dog away so I can come in? It's been really fun. Can you tell how happy I am about it? Yes. So that has been life for a while. So it's been stressful. And I'm also have been kind of living at my mother's to get stuff together to sell so that we can make money to get back down to Wisconsin to get our stuff. So it has been stressful. It has been less than ideal, but if there's anything that being on the road taught us for almost a year, it is that I can live in a small space. I can live without a whole lot of stuff. I can get by, and that's what we've been doing. So that's good. In the meantime, I have so much that I learned on the road that I wanted to start talking about, but because things are so up in the air, it's been really hard to get on, and I feel terrible because I've wanted to come on. I really miss it, you guys, a lot, and I have wanted to come on and talk about kind of, you know, all the things that I learned while we were on the road. I have learned so much about my path, my pagan path, and my reality, and the way that I practice. I feel like I've practiced less, but it's because my practice was simplified a lot on the road. And I think that there's a great value in simplifying your practice. I don't know, like eventually when we have a home to live in, hi Pankaj, eventually when we have like an actual home and we're living in someplace that is ours and stuff again, my practice won't be quite as simple as it is now. But I learned a lot about simplifying, a lot, and about really just going outside and connecting with the cycles, which is, you know, you guys know, hi Danielle, you guys know that really is what it's all about. The cycles, the wheel of the year is my favorite part of this whole path. So I love that I have been able to really connect with the wind and the trees and the earth and the... Thank you. I miss you, Pankaj. I haven't seen you in forever. So there's a lot of videos to come that is about, you know, simplifying your path and what happens when you live with less and count on the wind and of course, me being an air person, that's what I connect with the most is the wind. That's why I think that's why I love the mountains so much. Oh, that was my favorite place. The Northwest I absolutely adored. The mountains and the green and the hills, just loved it. I loved the ocean too. I loved a lot of it. But the mountains, I just adore the mountains. Sometimes less is more. That's right. And it was really, really interesting to live with less for almost 9 months. We lived in a little RV with 3 of us, with my dad and my husband and Ty, and we saw a lot. We saw less than I thought I was gonna. Like, I had an idea in my head when we left of the things that I was gonna see, like the tourist attractions that I wanted to see, and I didn't get to see a lot of those because we didn't have an extra car. So instead of the touristy parts, I saw a lot of really cool campgrounds, which have awesome views and trees and rivers, and really, I have so many pictures that I did not post because I didn't want to overwhelm my Facebook page with like 8 million river pictures or, you know, I can't tell you how many pictures of trees I have because I really like the tree. Or, hi Trisha, thank you. You know, or specific plants. I took a lot of pictures of plants and like used my identification app. Yep, keep speeding through here. I used my identification app to learn what plants there were. I saw buffalo. I can't, there's things that happen all the time now. Like, I'll be watching TV and I'm like, oh, we saw that. Oh, look, we saw that. I really am glad that we did it. It was really a huge learning experience for me. So it's good. Well, tell your sister I said happy birthday and thank you. In the meantime, you know, because I learned a lot of different stuff and because my path has changed so much now, the channel is going to change because my path has changed a little. It's what my core beliefs have not changed at all. I still have my core beliefs, but my path is so dramatically different that I have, part of the reason that I haven't come on is because I've been trying to figure out what the journey of my channel is and what you guys want to see from the channel, and is there a need for the channel? I really started with, and that's not a boohoo thing, but I started with, there's a lot of pagans and witches and Wiccans, or people who consider themselves spiritual that are into witchcraft. And so is my channel needed anymore? Is there an audience for me to be doing videos still? Because I don't want to be putting my time and energy into it if you guys didn't need my voice anymore. You know what I mean? I have since decided that probably I think my voice is still needed. I'm not sure what the journey looks like from here, but I think that my perspective maybe could help other people too still. So I believe I'm going to keep going. If there ever comes a point that I feel like my voice isn't needed out here, then I might stop doing videos then. But for now, here we are. And I think I'm going to keep going. Aw, thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate hearing that because it's good for me to know that you still want to hear it. Because it is, you know, it's not something that I wanna, I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, I look at TikTok now and I think, wow, how many TikTok witches are there out there? So am I really needed out here? You know, not in a poor me way, but do I have something different to say? Yes, I'm a Libra. Yes. So I'm constantly evaluating, right? And deciding if the balance is needed. Not all of us are on TikTok. I agree, and I have to say I like TikTok. But my algorithm is probably weird. Yes, exactly. And I think part of the crone perspective is needed for sure. Yes, a rawness that I could give because of my travels, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to talk about the journey that I've been on, and how I'm getting through it. Because I'll tell you what, these last 3-4 years now are the hardest of my entire life. I have been down. I have been, written off. I have been betrayed. I have been pushed under. And so I've learned a lot, and I have continued to go, and it hasn't changed my viewpoint on the path, other than I have learned different ways of practicing what I still believe. I will say too, it's been interesting. I have spent a lot of times at my mother's because that's how I'm trying to make money right now. And in the classes, so I'd say do what you feel is best. Yay! Thank you. I spent a lot of time at my mother's lately, and it's really funny to me. She is someone who is, I feel like she's always had a spiritual side. But she doesn't understand my path at all, at all. And I didn't even realize how much she didn't understand it until being there the last month or so. And I can't tell you how many times she's like, yeah, but you believe in God, right? Like, okay, you say goddess and stuff, but you believe in God, right? And I'm like, okay, Mom, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Yes, I believe in God as an energy, but I don't believe that there is one God who watches over us and, is looking out for us to do bad things so that he can either punish us or withhold love, or that just is not a part of my vernacular anymore. And the patriarchal society that created that, I have no need for. So I'm sorry that you're uncomfortable, and I know it makes her uncomfortable. But she's pretty open about it. I think she's like worried about my soul, which is hilarious because she hasn't been to church in, I don't know, since she was married, maybe. It's just been funny to me that after all these years, now I have been pagan for over 20 years now, over 2 decades, and she still does not grasp what I'm talking about or how I feel, or like I try to pull her into stuff. I will tell you, there's been so many interesting things again that has happened in the last 9 months. I have found new deities that I follow now. I have learned to grasp different kinds of energies for different solutions and problems. There is a goddess that I am following now, and that I am giving offerings to, and that I'm following. That plus I'm missing it. I don't have my laptop is in the RV, so I have to go with comments here. Plus, I've always wanted to hear from the perspective of someone who is changing through the mother phase to the crone. Well, here we are, baby, for sure. There's a goddess called the always broken goddess, the never not broken, the goddess of never not broken. And the creator of the Dark Goddess Tarot and the Crone Tarot is creating another tarot called the Darker Goddess, I believe, or the Darker Goddesses Tarot. And this is one of the goddesses that she's using. And it really, this goddess, for some reason, just really hit me where I am. You know how sometimes you look up and just that, hi, Linda. Yay. Hi, Heather. Thank you. Yes. Actually, I didn't get a cake, but hold on and I'll tell you about it. She is a goddess that is always broken, and she uses that as a strength, which means when we are beat down, when we feel like we are stepped on, that we are broken into pieces, that we are on the floor weeping with no alternative solution and no idea what we're doing next, that is her strength. She says that at that point, you are actually at your strongest because there's nothing that can be done to you, and you are in a state of fluidity. You are broken pieces that can be easily moved and molded into what needs to go next. So that when you build yourself up, you have these spaces in between that can flow with whatever energies are coming through at the moment. And you are able to roll with the punches so much easier because you are fluid at that point. There is nothing that can break you anymore because you're just a collection of brokenness. Isn't that beautiful? I love, love, love it. I will do more on her. I think I want to do a whole teaching on her because just super powerful. But it's Ellen Lorenzi Prince. Ellen Lorenzi Prince, I believe. She posted about her on her Facebook page. So if any of you want to go look her up, she's the one that introduced me to this goddess. And I have just been infatuated with this goddess energy since then. And it's been a couple weeks. Yes, 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 yes. Ellen Lorenzi Prince. Yes, we're repairing broken things with gold. Yes, 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 yes. She's a Hindu goddess, and there's no way I can pronounce her name. Especially, I have notes on her someplace, but it's probably at my mother's house. I feel like a collection of brokenness. There you go, Heather. You and me both, sweetheart. I have been beat down and broken into pieces, and now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. That is my goddamn strength now. Here I am, as strong as I've ever been, because there is nothing that anybody could do at this point to sway me off my path, I can't be knocked over because it'll just kind of go through and keep going. There's nothing else that you can take and break apart because I'll just collect it back together. It's okay. We'll just keep going. It's all right. And I love that because of where I've been probably in the last three and a half years now. I needed that. I needed to hear that I can use this as a strength. And you better believe now that I know I can use that as a strength, that's where my focus has been. Ha, 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 just keep swimming. That's right. And there's that voice we all want to hear. Yay! In the meantime, I will tell you that it's funny, coming back, the entire time I was on the road, I did not get any, I can't remember her Hindu name, but she is a Hindu goddess, and it is the goddess of never not broken, or goddess of never not broken. I think that's it. I will post about her on our Facebook group after this, though. I will, so you can get the name and everything. Because just love her. Oh, the Facebook woman. Her name is Ellen Lorenzi Prince, I believe it is. She is the author, the creator of the Dark Goddess Tarot and also the Crone Tarot. So if I didn't say her name right, it's the creator of the Dark Goddess Tarot and the Crone Tarot. She's now creating a new tarot called the Darker Goddess, I believe it is. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So, what was I saying? Squirrel. I am still a squirrel. I will always be a squirrel. I have so much that yes, that's it. Akalanda. Perfect. Thank you. And I probably butchered how to pronounce it. I haven't gotten that far yet in the pronunciation. But I absolutely love her. Yes, Akaland Shavari. Yes, 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 yes. And Akalanda, yes, is like a shorter version of it or something, but that is her. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I'd love to do a teaching on her really soon because she has been super powerful for me lately, for sure. There has been so much politically that I know on the side. I kind of talk about some politics too, which I won't get into tonight a whole lot, other than to say the fact that Roe v. Wade is gone is heartbreaking. And the women who are in desperate situations, whether that means an unwanted pregnancy or a pregnancy that is in danger of killing her and she has no choice but to bring this birth to term now, pisses me off to no end. So I will continue fighting for that cause and continue talking about it, because that's something that's important to me, is the rights of women. But again, to me, that's not politics. That is rights. Hi, Deb. She's Pavardi in another form. Ha. What else? I have so much, because it's been 3 months. I have so much to talk about. I have a whole notebook of topics that I would like to talk about. There's so much, the trans rights. Florida in general, I don't know what the fuck Florida is doing, but Florida and Texas together are just trying to strip us of, all of us, of any rights that we thought we might have or could have in the future or will ever have. Because the biggest topics that are going to kill our children are drag queens and women's abortions. Yeah, Tennessee too. Yeah. Yes. So again, I won't get off on my soapbox tonight, but you will hear little bits and pieces from me about all that, because it's disgusting. We are staying in one place right now. We are staying in our old trailer. We are in one room off the back of our old trailer, and we have no access to running water or toilet unless we text ahead of time and say, hey, I have to pee. Can I come in? Can you put the dog away so I can pee? So that's been super fun. Hi, Joe. Super fun. I've been having a blast living in that kind of situation. Yay. But we're getting through it. Oh, tarot. Okay. So a whole year. I went a whole year without tarot. I mean, not without tarot, but without buying any new tarot decks. Of course, we're trying to save money, so I did not buy tarot decks forever. The first money that I made, I will say, the first stuff that I sold for my mother. Can you put the dog away so I can pee? Yes, that has been my life since we've been home for over a month. Which is partly why I'm like spending half time at my mom's. The other part is I'm selling a lot of her stuff to make money, because I get half of it. So one of the first things I did when I made a little bit of money is I bought 2 decks. Things will turn around soon. They will. I have confidence in that. I'm good with that. I did buy 2 decks. I probably won't show them tonight because we're, 33 minutes in, but I might show them a little bit. I know, right? Isn't it weird that I didn't buy any tarot for a year almost? That is weird. The first one that I got, though, was the Mabon Oracle, because Mabon was coming and now has passed us by. I can't believe it. But I really am enjoying this one. The other deck that I got, I really am liking looking at. I haven't used it yet as a tarot deck, but it is a new tarot deck called Tarot for the Great Outdoors. And I thought it was very apropos because, we were in the outdoors for almost 9 months. And this deck shows, is of a lot of parks. It shows a shit ton of the national parks. And so I'll do an unboxing video, but look at the back. Isn't that cute? Resistance is futile. I know. Isn't that the cutest backing? But it shows like the cards are of national parks. So like the Fool, this is Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Isn't that cute? Yeah. So because I saw a lot of this, I really think I'm going to like this deck. And each card is of a different park. And then the book talks about that park a little bit, as well as, you know, talks about the meanings, but talks about that park a little so you learn more about the park. The Brady Tarot, oh, that's a great tarot. That's actually an older deck that I think they finally mass marketed it. I have the Brady Tarot. Well, it's in the RV. Hopefully I'll get it back someday. But they talk about each of the, where the national parks are that they based the card on and stuff. Love it. I'm really enjoying going through it. So I'll do an unboxing very soon. This is an Amazon deck. I actually got it off of Amazon. So yay. So I have gotten a couple new decks recently. Yay. I still use tarot a lot. I try to do every day. I'll be honest with you. There are days that I just am not there. I'm not able, which sounds ridiculous because it used to be, you know, I pulled at least a card for myself every day. Some days I just can't get myself together enough to do that, or there's too much going on or whatever, and I have been okay with that. I give myself a break. When I can't, I can't. It's okay. Because there's so much going on. I'm just trying to survive day to day sometimes, and we do what we can, right? In the meantime, I think you guys know Benny. You guys know Benny? Benny is living in the park, this trailer park, which I feel terrible because I've only saw him once, because I have been at my mother's on and off. So I feel terrible, but Benny is living in the same park. So it'd be nice if I could like reconnect with Benny more. It's been so busy. I feel terrible though. Who else? I talk to Joe on Messenger once in a while, Joe and Amanda. And other than that, I'm just trying to get our stuff from Wisconsin. I feel like we're in a holding pattern, trying to get our stuff back from Wisconsin, and then the rest of my life I can kind of figure out. It's just been trying to get enough money to get back there to get our shit, because it's, like I said, everything that I thought was important to me, even though a lot of it now probably isn't as important as I thought it was, but some of it still is. So it's everything that I thought was going to be important, though, I packed up in that RV. So I need it back, damn it. I don't have you on mute. I swear I don't have you on mute. I don't have you on mute. But I have everyone, I never have the sound on my phone. That's part of it. Because I don't want to stop and look at the phone all the time when I'm trying to get through that barn. Joe, you know what that barn looks like. Joe has seen my mother's barn. I'm trying to sell as much out of that barn as I can because my mother has allowed me now to go in and sell whatever I want. So I get half of whatever we sell, and we need it. So I put everything on mute until I can get my stuff. I have to go get my stuff. Don't feel bad about getting things back on track. Yes, I know. And it is. It's okay. And I feel better. Like I said, that goddess is teaching me some stuff. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay, what else? I have a whole notebook that is at my mother's of ideas that I wanted to talk about. Are you selling on eBay? I am. I'm selling some stuff on eBay. The bigger furniture and stuff, we had a barn sale last weekend, and we're going to have hopefully even more stuff out this weekend. Peter is actually coming back with me for this week to get more stuff together and ready and stuff for the barn sale, because he's way better at the organization part. We started out, my son helped me last week, and we started pulling all the furniture out of the barn so that hopefully we had enough room to like go through other stuff. So there's a shit ton of furniture, and not a whole lot of it sold last week. So I'm hoping, but you know, people are doing what I did, and they are downsizing, and people don't want furniture like they used to. So, but yeah, some of it is being sold on eBay. Now that we are going through the stuff this week, I may put more stuff up on eBay, because the one thing, even though my mother is a hoarder, she hoards really good shit. Like she's been a collector all her life, and so she has some really neat things in there that I really shouldn't just sell at a barn sale for like $5. I should be putting on eBay. So we still have to get some of our stuff from New York. Do you? See? That's not just me. There's stuff that, you know, stuff is important. And I never would say stuff isn't important. I will say that our new goal, I mean, the commune will always be the goal. Facebook Marketplace for furniture. Yes, I have listed a bunch on Facebook Marketplace. I have. And I've sold a couple pieces like that. But like bigger tables and stuff, not so much. I'm going to lower the prices probably this week, so we'll see. Our new goal, the commune will always be a goal. The barn is crazy but fun. Yes, it is. But our new goal really is to get some land and like build tiny houses on it. Now that I have lived in such a small space, I know I could do a tiny house. I would like to have a tiny house and maybe a shed that I could have an altar in, and, you know, seasonal stuff, because I love my seasonal altars and that kind of thing too. But if I had to live with less, I'm okay with that now. I'm all right with that. And it's funny, 9 months I have learned about what stuff I need and what stuff is kind of extra. Like, it's okay. If I have it, great. That would be nice, but I don't have to have it. And I've learned, like, I can't believe how many clothes I still have, that I have to get rid of when I get my stuff back. And how much I actually wore. Now, like, I probably, in 9 months, I probably went through maybe 10, 12 outfits most of the time. And that was it. I mean, a couple things that I would pull out once in a while, but not anywhere near what I brought. Anybody who was out here at the time knows I packed that RV. Like, I packed that RV. Is packed with stuff. And I did not use half of that stuff. Over half. But I do hope we get it back, because there's stuff that I took, like I took some rocks along the way of where we went. I have little stones and cool things that I found along the way that I really hope I get access to again. Heather says, I'm trying to release some of my belongings. Yeah, it is a lot of stuff. Do natural things for seasonal altars. Yes, definitely. You definitely did pack that RV. Yes, I did. Every nook and cranny, I found stuff to put in it. And then, like I said, I didn't use a lot of it. It's funny how much I didn't use. But again, it taught me. 9 months on the road taught me how little I actually have to have. So it was good. It's one of the things that I learned, to live without stuff. Hi, Kim. Thank you. Yes. So I'm hoping you will see my face more. I have tons of shit to talk about. I would like to be on more. I'm glad I kicked myself in the pants to do this, because my admin people at least will tell you that I have been talking about doing videos for a long time, and it just hasn't happened. And part of the hesitation, I think, was because it's been so long since I was on. I was like, oh God, I don't know. Do I remember how to do this? I think so. It's weird, because it's not, I mean, I've been on forever now, right? It's not even nervousness about doing it. It just was like, I don't know if I remember how to talk to a camera anymore. Feel like that hag from the movie Labyrinth, right? I know, or Gollum, my precious. Deb, you felt the same? It's weird, because that's the problem with taking a break of that. No disrespect. Yes, that's right. That's a problem, though, with taking a break is that you suddenly go, God, I don't know. Can I do this still? Do I know what the fuck I'm talking about? I don't know. Facebook Lives has changed a lot. Really? I bet, Joe. I can't even imagine trying to do Facebook Lives now. You know how to talk. I don't know what you're talking about, Steven. Facebook Lives. I can't even imagine trying to sell stuff on Facebook. Like with the way people are with money now, wow, I can't. I always feel like I'm talking to myself, right? I can't imagine trying to sell stuff on Facebook now. It must be a different world completely. Really. Because we've talked about that. I've talked about going on a live in my mother's barn and like having boxes and stuff. But I don't know if it'd work anymore. I don't know if anybody would even be interested in stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's very weird. It's definitely a changing environment. So many scammers. Yes. I was just going to ask if you were going, hi, Miriam. I thought about it, and if I still might if people are actually interested. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a poll and see if people are actually interested in doing a live. And I don't want people to say, yes, I want you to do a live and sell stuff again if you like just to make me feel better, because it's not going to hurt my feelings. It's okay. I don't want to waste my time if people really are like, we're kind of beyond that now. But I would, because there's a lot of cool stuff in that barn. I just don't know. I don't know. Seems like it's a different era now. Like we've moved beyond that somehow. I might be crazy though. How are you going to ship though? Yeah, definitely no big stuff. For sure. It would only be like, I was thinking I would have large boxes, like large flat rate boxes out, and we could put your name on the large flat rate box, and whatever fits into it, that's how much it would be, is the cost of a large flat rate box, which I can't even remember now. How bad is that? I used to know this stuff down. It was like $20, right? 19 something maybe, perhaps. And that's how I was gonna. When I thought about doing it, that's how I was gonna. Would you ever go back to the job in your medical world? So I thought about that too. I will say that I let my license go. So I don't think I can do that. My mother is annoyed with me for doing that. But I didn't want the crutch. It sounds terrible now. But I didn't want the crutch that I could go back to, because to me that was like saying that I wasn't going to succeed at not doing that. I think I'd have to take the test again. Although with COVID, I don't know. They may be so. You had a mammo 3 weeks ago? Yay! Yes, it's almost October, guys. Definitely go have your booby squished if you haven't this year, which I'm behind. I haven't since, it's been 2 years now. So as a mammo tech, I'm terrible. I am going to go during October though. It's possible that I might be able to go back to it. I don't know if I would or not. I guess it depends. I'm so focused on Wisconsin and getting our stuff from Wisconsin, which is why it's hard to think like ahead of that, beyond that. It's because I have to focus on Wisconsin, and then I guess I'll figure out. They need so much help, you'd probably get the license back, no problem. That's what my mother was like, you should check, because after COVID, everybody needs help, and you might not have to do what you think you have to do. I will tell you, if I still have to go back and take the test again, forget it, because the test I took 20 years ago was film. So we had to know like how the film worked and how the x-ray went against the film, and then it produced an image and stuff, and it's all digital now. And I do know that it's all digital now, and I didn't learn that. I know how to take digital images, but when you take that test, you have to know how the image is created and the physics of it, which, I would have to study for months to get back to that. And I don't know if I'm prepared for that at 51 now. I'm 51 today. 51. I don't know if I'm prepared to take that kind of a test and study physics again. Not that I couldn't. I just don't know if I'm prepared to do that. But you never know what's in the cards. I'm not saying definitely not. All right. So here we are. I will be back. Hopefully now that I've popped my cherry again, I'll be back more. I definitely want to come back and talk about that goddess. There are other things that I'd like to talk about that I learned on my trip. There's other things that I saw that just were awesome and amazing. I missed you guys terribly. You're still a youngin'. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm just saying I'm at the point where I don't know if I want to do that. Like, oh my God, physics again, really? Oh, I don't know. Yes, so I will be back on. I will be back on more. I missed you guys terribly. It was really nice to come on and see y'all. And I'll be back on more. I'll be doing more. I am on TikTok now. I do stupid little nothing videos. I haven't done a whole lot of witchcraft stuff, but now that I've started back at this, I might do a couple witchcraft stuff on there. So if you want to find me on there, I'll be doing some stuff on there too. And here we are. I'm back. We're here. We'll get there. What do you want from your birthday? I want... It's a good question. I don't know. My father was asking me that too. I am creating... See, all right, so I always, for my birthday is close enough to Samhain and Halloween that my husband knows. He gets me... Yeah, Wisconsin, exactly. He gets me Halloween stuff for my birthday because that's like my favorite thing. I love to do that. And so my dad was asking me, and I got these figurines coming, these mini Funko Pop, you know, Funko Pop. I want to get to Wisconsin. That's exactly it. These mini Funko Pop horror figures, because I am going to DIY this really cool, my mother has a castle dollhouse that I'm going to spray paint and do it as a haunted dollhouse to put out here, I think. And so that's what I had my dad get me for my birthday, was these little mini Funko Pop dolls to put inside my DIY haunted dollhouse. Do you have an Amazon wish list or anything like that? Yeah, I know. I do. I haven't shared it in years. I'll have to look at it. I'll have to look at it. We haven't even... I feel so bad. So Deb and I met Deb when we went to Portland. When we were in Portland, Deb came down to meet us. And Peter and I went out to dinner with her and her husband, and we had a blast. And we have such awesome pictures, and I never even posted them because we were so crazy busy and everything just happened all at once. But Deb was amazing, and I love her husband, and we had such fun. It was just an incredible night. We have some really cool pictures of this place we went, and it was this really awesome place that was like spooky and scary and awesome ambiance, and they made their own spooky drinks, and I'll have to try to find those pictures and post some of those, like our meeting with Deb, because it was awesome. And I didn't even get to talk about it because I really haven't been on since before that. Yes, I want my own bed. Oh my God, my own toilet and shower and bath. Okay, and I will, all right, just at the end of this video, what I haven't talked about living here, because I try not to talk bad about my kids, those of you who know me, because they're still my children, and my friends I know are all like, oh my God, kick your stupid sons out, because they're annoying and they are slobs and they are ruining our house. But like, I won't even take a shower in there anyways. It's bad enough that I have to ask to go to the bathroom, but I don't even want to pee in there because the cats are in there all the time and they're disgusting and there's hair everywhere and it's like gross. And So I want a clean bathroom. And I want my stuff from Wisconsin. And I want to not have to text people in order to pee. Okay, so that's where we are. I love you guys so much. I will be on again shortly. I'm not going to say exactly when, which is terrible. That's partly what I need to do is set a time and do it. But until I'm at least through this barn sale stuff, I really can't do that. So thanks for coming and supporting me and, you know, being here and saying that you still want to hear my voice, which is awesome. I appreciate it. And I'll be back on a lot more now, I promise. It'll be happening. I love you guys. Mama Squirrel out.